want to just take one of my headphones?
I'm here.
Okay, Lou, I can hear you, but I still can't see you.
Okay. Jeff? Okie dokie.
Yeah, the audio sounds great, but I don't, for some reason, I'm just not seeing.
Yeah. We can do an audio if we have to.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure everybody would, especially you guys, would rather have
Sure.
video to it.
I know.
I don't know what to tell you because I don't think we've had that issue with anybody else so far. Did he leave and come back? He did. He's left and come back twice.
Yep.
There's a button on your screen for the camera. You also have to authorize the.
Oh. The camera has a line through it. The little icon for the camera.
Are you on your phone?
I'm talking on a microphone. We're coming in through the computer.
You have to authorize your webcam on your computer.
Yeah, he did.
So.
Let's see.
Did you test it yesterday?
Yep.
And it was working okay?
Yep.
That I guarantee you that's what's happening is your browser doesn't have permission to use your camera. That has to be what it is.
Okay, he's gonna try a different browser real quick.
Okay. All right, your sound sounds perfect too.
Yeah. Yes.
Hey, can you guys see me now?
Welcome back to the Big Give headquarters. Here it's Chris Chubb, the Giving Day guy, with Jerry Moore, and we've got Lou from stage. Sorry, we are a few minutes late here. Jerry, you want to introduce Lou and tell us what we got going on?
Yeah, this is Lou from Stage Theater, and they are going to be bringing us some. I think you guys are going to entertain us for a minute. Is that what we got going on?
Well, we weren't able to hook up with our other systems. We have other things going on today. We've got entertainment and acting and singing, and we've got some dancers coming up as well a little later on.
All right, if you can fit that in 7 minutes, I'll be impressed.
I don't know if we can do it. I can show you a little bit of what's going on here.
Yeah, why don't you just give us, I mean, even if we can't see part of the performance, if you just show us your space and, what you guys do there, that'll work too.
Okay, but I'm sitting at it right here on the set. See if I can move this phone around. Okay, let's see. We've been doing scenes from past productions. This is our set right here. As you can see, we've got a green screen working here because we've been. Yeah. Oh, okay. I need to reverse the screen. Yep. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. We're walking around here. There's our logo. Yeah, we had our past actresses do that. And then over here on stage left, if we move along, we've got posters of a lot of the shows that we've done here in the past. We just use some of the posters up here. And then as we loop around here, we see that this is a shot of the stage from across. And there's our stage manager back there. Say hello, Randy. Okay, so that's basically what we've been doing. We got a three-tier screen set ready to go. So that the actors come out and sing their songs, and we get the next one ready. We just had a comedy skit a few minutes ago. We're going to have another one. But I do have to say that we've already been taking in quite a bit of money now. We've been looking at the donate count. I've been announcing the donator to our theater. It's really helping us a lot. So we've been around since 1978, and this year is the first year that we've had to cancel some shows because of COVID. Our plan has been not to open, but we haven't opened at all. We've missed three productions. We have one coming up next couple of weeks. So we plan to reopen in February. If this nasty thing doesn't go away by then, we may now start looking at doing some virtual performances, like as we're doing today.
Yeah. So is there anywhere? I mean, are you guys broadcasting those live performances you're doing?
We are broadcasting on our Facebook page, which is Stage Boulevardy. We're doing a Stage Boulevardy live. We went off the air just a few minutes ago to try to get this interview going. But we'll be logging back in. Jeff will probably be logging back into a little bit.
All right. Well, folks, you heard it from Lou. If you want to check out some live performances by some really talented people, go to Stage Boulevardy and look for them. They said they've gotten some donations already, which I'm super happy about. At thebiggivesa.org, you can go support these folks and help them along in their efforts of getting through this situation that we're all dealing with.
Yeah, we appreciate it, Gary. And so if they want to donate, they can look us up on the Stage Live. And again, if they're going to the Big Give donation, they need to look up a Spotlight Theater, Arts Group, etc. That's the way we have to do it.
All right. Well, Lou, I wish you the best of luck. Thank you for joining us today. We're going to move on to our next guest, and hopefully, when things calm down, I'll come out there and be able to catch an actual live show.
Come on down. We'll get you a seat.
All right. Take care, Lou.
Thank you so much, Lou. Look forward to seeing you in person. Thank you, my friend.
Okay, what do we got coming up next? A World for Children, Chris.
A World for Children, and we've got Sarah just popped in right here. How's that for timing?
Sarah.
Hi.
That was perfect. That really couldn't have been any better.
She is right on the spot there.
Okay.
Sarah, welcome.
Hi.
Welcome to the Big Give 2020 live stream broadcast. Why don't you take a moment? First things first, because Sarah just joined in a second ago. Sarah, if you could turn your phone horizontally, we might be able to see you a little bit better in the stream. There she is. There's
There we
that
go.
smile.
You sounded like a pirate just there.
Arr.
There she
Sarah,
is.
are you ready for the first question? Tell me
I
all
am.
about A World for Children.
So we are a nonprofit, obviously, a foster care agency. We serve in Bexar County, really throughout the state, but in Bexar County, ages 0 to 17. We do foster to adopt services. Right now in San Antonio, we probably have about 65 kiddos that we are caring for in our foster homes. And then we also have areas outside of Bexar County that we also serve.
Cool. We love it. I'm just looking up your page here on Big Give, A World for Children.
So, Sarah, tell me what the Big Give means to your organization today. We're asking, of course, people to donate. Where do those donations go to support your organization today?
So this year, obviously, I'm sure everybody's using, COVID has really shifted the way we've worked. This year in particular, typically we use any money raised for Big Give for extras on our kiddos. So we tend to take our kiddos to Fiesta, Texas. In the summer, that's an agency thing that we do. We also hold a launch camp or a youth camp for our teenagers, 15 to 18. As we know that most of those kiddos are going to age out of foster care, so we try to give them some additional tools that they can use while they learn to become independent. This year, we're going to use our money for our Christmas. Since we haven't been able to host those events that I just mentioned, we are really trying to make our Christmas very magical. We definitely believe that our kids deserve all of the extras that we're able to provide. So this year, we're just really hoping to make Christmas that much more special. We obviously know that having a Christmas gift or having a nice Christmas doesn't erase their past, but we are hopeful that we're able to give them the benefit and the experience of a loving, a happy, and exciting Christmas. Many of our children haven't had that in the past.
I think that's super important. And you know what? I can't even imagine what it would be like to not have Christmas.
Yeah, I can't imagine a world without it either.
That'd be horrible. So, I lost you.
Oh.
I lost your page here. It's very sad.
Did
So
you
you've
lose
got
Sarah?
some different levels here. $25 helps get a Christmas gift. $50 helps fill an entire wish list. That's great. $75 fund the cost of the whole holiday experience. So I really like that you guys are looking down the road with this and providing, every kid looks forward to Christmas, right?
Absolutely.
And so I think this is a very valuable thing. And by the time we get to Christmas, they're going to need it even more than they ever have. I think we all are. I hope somebody's planning a Christmas for me somewhere. Chris?
I'm on it, Jerry.
I don't think he's actually going to do that, but that's okay. So, folks, A World for Children, these guys just do incredible work, and it looks like we've had some good donations so far. So I wish you guys the best of luck. I hope you continue to do so well at Big Give here, and we will be supporting you. We'll check out do you want to just tell people, is there other content on like some social media channels that you want them to check out anywhere?
We do. We are active on Facebook. That's probably where we're most active on. So it's a World for Children San Antonio. We tend to post quite a bit of information. Again, we're always trying to give back to our families and kiddos, so you can see our work throughout the years there. But definitely, if anybody has questions or they want to know more about our agency, they can reach out to us. Our number is 210-249-0770.
Okay, and just out of for my own curiosity, what's the radius of your programs? Like, do you do it geographically, or do people apply, or how do you?
We do geographically, so we're considered Region 8. So we go from New Braunfels down to Del Rio, down to Victoria. So we've got a really big area that we cover for this region. A lot of our kiddos are right here in our backyard that we serve, but we do have, outside counties, Floresville, Comal County, Guadalupe County, things of that nature.
That's quite a radius. I hope they give you multivitamins.
Well, I'm stocked up, I promise.
Okay, good. All right, just checking.
Well, Jerry, they say everything's bigger in Texas. I think the sense of generosity during the Big Give 2020 is also bigger today. And so, Sarah, we encourage everyone to go to the biggive.org, biggivesa.org, and make your donations right now. Sarah, thank you so much for A World for Children.
Yes,
thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having us.
Okay, you have a good day now, Sarah.
We appreciate it.
We'll talk to you soon.
We'll keep an eye on your social media and see what you guys are up to the rest of the day. Jerry, we are, thank you, Sarah. We're churning right along here.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about some wildlife here in just a minute.
We're gonna have our friends from Wildlife Rescue and Rehabilitation.
Let's throw up, let's maybe throw up a pepper, let's throw up a pepper dance for a second while we just make sure that we have all of our ducks in a row.
Let's do that.
is that we are. Yeah, I am. I am the founder. Thank you.
A powder or something that we can all have some of?
Well, no.
Well, Lynn, here we go. So we are live now on YouTube. I've got the sound turned on this time, so we're good. So let's start over. Lynn, tell me all about. First of all, welcome. Jerry was, and I share Jerry's compliments on your looking great. Tell me all about wildlife rescue and rehab.
Well, so I founded it in 1977. We come from very humble beginnings. I started it in my home and in my backyard. And our purpose from the very get-go was to rescue wild animals, native wild animals, through the purpose of rehabilitation and release back to the wild. And the goal, again, from the very beginning, was to have a 200-acre sanctuary and be able to also care permanently for animals, wild animals who cannot go back to the wild because they've either been so badly injured, emotionally or physically, or they're not from here, they're not from this country. So we take in anywhere from 10 more thousand animals every year. And these are native species who come to us injured, orphaned, or displaced. And then we release them back on protected land where there's no hunting or trapping or fishing. We also provide permanent care for wild animals who have been rescued out of laboratories, out of zoos, out of roadside zoos, and out of camps. These animals cannot go back to the wild. But what we do at Wildlife Rescue is very unique in that we don't put them in a quote unquote cage. We put them in very large, very spacious enclosures that actually rocks and boulders. And so these animals who have come from very bad situations, they've been abused, they've been neglected, they've been people have conducted experiments on them, you name it, they've been through it. They actually get to live a life that is very close to what they would have had if they'd been left in the wild in the first place.
Very cool.
So, Lynn, your team sent over a few images, and I hope you can see these on the screen here. I'm going to bring it up here.
Okay,
I got
great.
these via email from your team. So can you kind of tell us what we're looking at here?
Yeah, so who we're looking at here is well, I have two screens here, so you're probably looking at the bush baby. Yeah, so these little bush babies, and these bush babies were rescued from, they're being used in research in a laboratory. They've been in little, basically animals in research. I think the expression is they never have a good day. Well, we can't imagine living in a stainless steel box all our lives. So this was the first time in their life they've been allowed out of doors. They are able to interact with each other. They have natural growing bamboos and things like this in their enclosures. And that's what we do for animals who we rescue from laboratory, or like we do for all animals, is to give them a very natural life now that they're back into a better setting than they were.
I love it. We've got this looks like a squirrel. You can correct me if I'm wrong.
This is a little, a fox squirrel. That's the species of squirrels we see in our part of the world. And this one was a squirrel who had come to us as a tiny little baby, pink and naked, and obviously is big and strong and is going back to the wild where he wants to be. Wild animals do not want to be in captivity. They don't belong in captivity. They don't want to be in captivity. And we want the wild for them whenever that is possible.
I don't want to be in captivity.
Well, there you go. You can imagine how they feel then.
And I've got one more image here. How cute is that, Lynn?
So this is the, oh yeah, these are the bush babies again, yeah. So these are the bush babies actually need to be together. Animals in laboratories rarely are housed together. So they're nose to nose. We build what we call nap boxes for them. These are nocturnal species in the case of the bush babies. And they do not want to be out during the day. They're nocturnal, so they have nice hiding, quiet, dark places to be during the day. Then at night they come out and do what they want to do. Crawl around, eat their fruits and vegetables, and just, have a better life than in a laboratory.
Sweet. Yeah, they look very happy.
And I question whether any wild animal is ever happy in captivity, but I think that at least they get into a setting where they can adapt and adjust and be better off than they were where they were before.
Yeah, I think that's my point. Is for the situation that's about as good as they can hope.
Exactly.
Well, congratulations on all of your successes. I looked at your website. You guys have quite a team over there, and the fact that you've built that up from 4.5 decades. Am I doing my math right? That's crazy. I don't even know what I was doing last week. So, folks, please go and support these guys. Wildlife Rescue and Rehabilitation. You can go to thebiggivesa.org and check them out, along with hundreds of other organizations. But right now, we want to encourage you to support them. And Lynn, thank you for being with us. Best of luck with the rest of the day. We are going to move on to our next guest.
Thank you.
I'm sure you'll do great, and thank you for taking care of so many of these creatures.
Yes, Lynn, thank you so very much, and best of luck to you and your entire team during the remainder of the Big Give 2020. We'll be rooting for you.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Thanks, Lynn.
Sure. Bye-bye.
All right, Jerry.
Yeah.
The Big Give 2020 train keeps on rolling.
Yeah, you're gonna roll for a minute without me.
I'm going to roll for a minute without Jerry.
Yeah. Can you put on 60 seconds of Pepper?
I can. We've got our next
yeah, I know.
guest here, but
Are they in the room?
Yes.
I'm in the room.
But we are going to.
Hello, can you hear me?
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Hi, Megan. Yes, Megan.
Hello.
Can you hear us?
I can hear you. Hello.
Hi, Megan.
Hello.
We are going to take a very quick break, and we'll be right with you.
Okay, great. No worries.
Okay, Jerry, we're back.
Cool.
Yeah, this is fun here. It's 2:10 here in San Antonio. We're counting the hours of the Big Give 2020. Well over $2 million raised. And Jerry, we're joined by a very special guest. Would you like to introduce her?
It's Megan. I can see her. Look, hi, Megan.
Hello. Apparently I just have a one-name introduction.
Yes. Well, you know what? I'm trying to make it seem very, personable and familiar. So we are going to look forward to you telling us all about
SA Hope Center.
Yeah, SA Hope Center and what you folks. I mean, I know, but there's a whole bunch of people out there that want to know too. So I'll just give you the floor.
Great. Thank you so much. And thank you so much for highlighting our important work today. As Jerry said, my name is Megan Legacy. I'm the CEO here at the SA Hope Center and really grateful for this opportunity to share a story with you today. At the SA Hope Center, we work to help families who are experiencing poverty or crisis overcome many barriers that keep them there through job training, education, financial literacy, and many other services sort of aimed at equipping families and individuals with the tools they need to be stable in their lives and thrive and meet their goals and their dreams. We serve in 4 different locations across the city with lots of nonprofit partners. So grateful, many of those that are also participating today in the Big Give. So grateful for this giant day of giving. But we serve about 500 to 600 different individuals and families every single month, deeply engaged in our services And even during this time of the pandemic, we've been really focused on helping families who've recently come into hard times become stable.
Yeah, I would imagine that your workload has probably increased significantly in the last, 6 months-ish.
Oh, absolutely. So after when the COVID-19 started to begin in March, we served nearly 40,000 individuals in the first 10 weeks just in providing emergency food assistance, which is not really the core of what we do here. But doing so, we served a lot of people who had never been in need before, people who lost jobs as a primary caregiver, and now they're coming to our door for food. But luckily, we do a lot more here than just provide food, so we were able to help them connect with jobs, housing, parenting, education, utility assistance, you name it.
That sounds amazing and exhausting.
Yes, we have an incredible team here. We have about 20 people on our staff payroll, and then we also have about 400 volunteers every year who help, as well as a very robust social work internship program through about 4 or 5 different universities. So we have an incredibly gifted, passionate, and dedicated team of people who come together to serve the community. Super blessed, and we couldn't do without them, for sure.
That's all. I mean, I am a huge supporter of yours. I'm looking at your page. Oh, go ahead, Chris.
Yeah, Megan, I was going to say, talk a little bit about the specificity of the Big Give. What does a donation mean specifically to your organization today?
Everything we do, we provide very high quality services. The majority of our case management team have master's degrees in social work. They come with a lot of clinical experience. Our job training programs are very robust. Right now, we're really focused on getting people to high paying, long-term permanent employment. Our parenting education we have the very best curriculum and the very best instructors, but all of that takes money. And so when you give to the Big Give, every one of the dollars that you donate go directly to providing those services. So at the other end of your donation is a family walking through our doors who is starting over in their lives, and it could be the $1 or $10 or $1,000 that you give. That means that mom and dad get new employment and are able to stay in their home. The return on investment, I mean, I can't even quantify that for you, but your donations make sure people stay in their homes long term and prevent homelessness because they were able to get the help they need. So every one of your dollars goes directly to impact our mission in that way. We have a lot of seniors who are on fixed income, and they come in and they need help with so many different things, and they're lonely, they're disconnected. So every one of your dollars helps us provide technology training to seniors who right now, technology is a huge part of our culture, especially during this pandemic. So those dollars ensure that seniors have programming on the other end. Those dollars ensure that we can continue providing food assistance. We're partnering with a lot of different area nonprofits to be able to serve the community as needs have increased. So those dollars that you provide also ensure that there's a meal on the table at the end of the day for these little minds and hearts who are virtually learning right now. So every one of your gifts, it goes to really, really important critical needs in our community to keep our fellow neighbors in San Antonio stable and thriving, especially during this time.
Yeah, I mean, you guys just have so many things, so many areas that you're helping with and needs that you're trying to fulfill. And again, like I said, I'm a huge fan. So, folks, you can go to thebiggivesa.org if you're not already there. Look for SA Hope Center is what they're under. You guys have got a $10,000 goal. Looks like you're about halfway there, and we're about halfway done with the day. So I'm very confident that you guys will be able to reach that 10,000 and hopefully beyond and help you continue all the good work that you folks are doing. So, Megan, thank you for being with us. Thank you for everything you do for the community. And I will look forward to seeing you in person soon. Chris won't be here. He has to go back to Greensville, North Carolina. But, best of luck with the rest of Big Give, and thank you for your time and sharing your story today.
And thank you, Jerry. And just so you know, if anybody makes a donation, $25 and over, we have our awesome Fiesta medals that we're doing we will send to you in the mail so you can stay socially distanced and safe. But we will, although Fiesta got canceled this year, we're still celebrating around here, and we want to celebrate you for giving. So we'll send one of those to you in the mail.
Perfect.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Megan. We appreciate you. Great to
too.
meet
Thank you both. Great to meet you.
Hi. Jerry, we're going to take a quick break. I got a little bit of a surprise for the audience here. We've got a new pepper dance video that I can play. So we're going to do
On
that
this,
as
it's
we
like I can't.
rock
It's
and roll
like
into our
pixelated,
next.
and I can't.
As I mute Megan as she leaves, we'll play our little. Check out this new dance repertoire here. You might see some familiar faces.
All right.
Yeah, good.
Am I going?
All right, here we go. All right, everybody, welcome back to the Big Give 2020 studios. It's almost 2:30 here. Thank you for watching live on thebiggivesa.org. Hopefully between your donations today, you've enjoyed listening to some of my silly banter with Jerry. But we had a little bit of good news. We ditched Jerry for this segment. You're stuck with me, and we've upgraded big time to my new pal, Delaine White. We're going to bring her on screen here as I press the button. Delaine, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Thank you. Pleasure to meet you.
Welcome. You are our first live nonprofit guest today, so it's great to have you here in person.
So exciting. I'm so excited.
And we met at the training camp back in February, right?
Yes.
Awesome. Are you guys using social media for your fundraising and stuff today?
We are on social media. We are probably mostly on Facebook. We do have Instagram also.
Gotcha. Well, I'm going to get your name up here on the screen.
Thank you.
And then we're going...
See me, West Avenue Compassion.
West Avenue Compassion. So tell me all about West Avenue Compassion. What do you guys do?
Let me tell you, we are a nonprofit agency of the food bank here in San Antonio. We have been distributing food weekly for the last, goodness gracious, since 2009. So things have changed, of course, since the pandemic. We became way more than just a weekly food donation. But that's where we are back again.
Yeah. Obviously, it must be very challenging doing this job in 2020. I don't know how many years you've been with West Avenue Compassion, but
it's been nearly 2 years that I've been with West Avenue Compassion. I started as a volunteer, quickly became a board member, and then we've had a little changing of the guards. Our great executive director, Amy Aguinaga, who was with us for nearly 10 years, has now moved and passed the torch. So we have Dr. Eric Buell, who will be the executive director now, and I am filling the development director role.
well, congratulations.
Well, thank you.
I know working for a nonprofit is almost always a tumultuous spot to be in. You know, that there's the number one skill you need is really the ability to adapt to change, and that's really what we've been doing today too, of course, here with the live studio.
Yes.
Can you talk a little bit about what a donation means to your organization today?
I'm so excited you asked. So, a
And
donation.
we'll ask you, Delaine, if you just want to bring that mic closer to your mouth, and we'll hear you a little bit better. This is the important question, so here we go. We don't want to miss this answer.
Can you hear me now?
A little better, yeah.
So a donation today will mean the ability for us to continue to serve the community. Our mission is to serve our community, meet the immediate needs of our community, but also provide them the tools that they need to move forward. And so that is our goal. The donations today will make sure that we are able to continue to serve, and then also hopefully open up the activities that we had going before the pandemic in a safe and, a safe environment. So we have a community garden that we really want to get up and running and renovated, which will give our community the opportunity to come not just exercise and be outside and with each other, but grow their own vegetables and help their family be healthier. There are so many benefits that come with growing your own food. So that is what we really are focusing on right now. In addition to our weekly distribution of food, which I want to let you know that for almost $2, we are able to serve a family a week's worth of food. $2, that's because of donations that happen in our local community that give us the ability to only spend $2 of our money that's been, hopefully donated today to provide a family with a week's worth of food. That also means that $500 will take care of an entire Tuesday distribution. We have been averaging back out at about 250 families that we see every Tuesday. Since the pandemic, we got all the way up to 405 families 1 week. So hopefully things are on the downhill slide. We have been averaging about 250. So $500 donation will take care of an entire Tuesday distribution for us.
Wow. And I think, Delaine, this is why we really emphasize using video to explain what organizations are able to do during the Big Give. Number one, you heard it directly from Delaine, where your money is going to go, but I think you can also see, and it's a little different, of course, for me doing a live interview here. I thought we were going to do like 50 of these when I was here in February. Of course, plans have changed, but Delaine, it's so great to have you here in person, and I can tell you just seeing that energy and enthusiasm and the passion that Delaine has for West Avenue Compassion, it comes across. And today is your opportunity, watching at home, to go support a great organization and to help out your San Antonio, Bexar County, greater. Talk a little bit how broad is your scope again?
We serve, you're calling me out on my numbers. I want to say we have 47 zip codes.
Wow.
So that is our realm. Certainly that's more than our immediate, right where we are, but that tells you how many people are needing some help with some food. Through the pandemic, there's been extras just because people are in a position where they've never known that they would ever find themselves before. So some of the families that we have seen are down to the point where without our food help, they would not be able to feed their families. And they're in the transition of being able to get in touch with the monies from the Texas workforce. There's just a gap of time between where their money ran out and when they're going to be able to get some additional funds. In addition, instead of our walk-in pickup for the food distribution that we do on Tuesdays, we are now doing drive-through distribution. So a lot of things like we talked about have changed since the pandemic, but we have online job postings on our website. We're trying to help in all the ways that we can to help our families get their 2 feet back on the ground and, be able to move forward and be better. But while they need us, we're here.
Delaine, we want to say thank you so much for coming in.
Yes.
Pleasure to meet you here in person. It's wonderful from more than 6 feet away.
Yes, we are.
So we're going to say thank you and goodbye to Delaine. Really great to meet you. We're going to let Pepper actually come dance us off here. I'm not going to forget about him this time. Come on, Pepper.
Thank you so much.
Pleasure to meet you. So that's Delaine White. And we're going to throw it to Pepper Cam here. See, Pepper's got his own camera. And the Pepper Cam is frozen. So maybe we'll...
I'm off the screen.
You are. So Pepper, you want to jump in front of that camera?
I'm sorry? Oh, we're going to dance.
Yeah, there you go. You can get Delaine to dance. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And we will be back. I'm just going to double check with Jerry. We're going to shut this one down and then we'll start back up with the match minute.
This feed goes to 3:45.
It was scheduled to.
Thank you for sitting right there.
Yeah, we wanted to get your eye.
So Jerry, we're going to...
Let's do some Pepper and then we're going to bring Scott in. Do I not know what we're doing?
We're going to play some Pepper and we're going to bring Scott in to do some stuff.
Yes, let's play some Pepper and then we're gonna talk about some of the sponsors who have donated a minute.
Okay, and then we're going to talk about some of our sponsors who have donated to our match minute.
And then we'll be bringing Argo at 3 o'clock.
We might have just lost Jerry's audio. We'll be back in a little bit.